Hello, Dr. Joe here of the drjoe.com. So today I thought I'll start a video series about immune system support, the things we can do to support our immune system. And the first of the video series is going to be about foods that we can eat to support our immune system. Now, the first part of the video, I talk about the fact that we now treat food like religion these days. And I think that is rather unhelpful when it comes to trying to support our immune system. And I tell you what to focus on instead. And then I move on to give you 15 different foods that you can eat to support your immune system, to boost your immune system. And I think you're going to like food number 15, because food number 15 is not only traditional, it's also wholesome. So without further ado, go ahead and enjoy the 15 different foods that I have on offer for you here. Let's get started.
Yes, we really cannot be talking about immune system support strategies without beginning with food. Food has got to be our number one strategy, and it's all about healthy eating. So healthy eating is your number one go-to strategy to provide support for your immune system. Now, you may define healthy eating in different ways. Healthy eating will mean different things to different people. But what I'd like to say is that support for your immune system is not about dieting. It's not about my diet is better than yours, your diet is rubbish, mine is the best. No, it's more about eating nutrient-dense foods. That is all that matters. That is the essence of healthy eating for boosting our immunity. Foods that are packed with vitamins and minerals, and also protein-rich foods. That's all you need to eat to provide support for your immune system. So with that in mind, here are 15 foods to consider including in your diet to fight infections. Well, the first food to consider is mushrooms. In particular, shiitake mushrooms. Shiitake mushrooms are particularly good. In the Far East, they are actually referred to as medicinal mushrooms. In fact, this is also being supported by science. Shiitake mushrooms actually do have anti-cancer effect, and they exert that anti-cancer effect through the immune system. So there is no doubt that shiitake mushrooms actually do influence our immune system. Next is spinach. Now, spinach is also a very nice food for our immune system because it's got a good dose of vitamin C and it's got lots of antioxidants, and spinach also contains beta-carotene. Next is kale. Kale is also a powerhouse of antioxidants just like spinach, and you get a good dose of vitamins E and C as well as folic acid by eating kale. So kale is a very nice food to consider when you're trying to provide support for your immune system. Next is garlic. Now, garlic contains allicin. That is the main ingredient in garlic. The allicin gets converted to sulfur-containing compounds, and that's what gives garlic that peculiar odor that you either love or hate. And the allicin does give our white blood cells fighting power. So garlic is one nice food to include in your diet if you want to provide support for your immune system. Next is onions. Just like garlic, onions do contain sulfur compounds, and they also have selenium, zinc, and vitamin C. Onions also have quercetin, which has antiviral properties. The next food to provide support for our immune system is almonds, and that's because almonds are high in vitamin E, which is vital for our immune system, and almonds also contain lots of protein. The next food to consider for our immune system support is blackberries. The berries generally, because they're full of flavonols, and flavonols are good antioxidants, and they also contain vitamin C, which is essential support for your immune system. Next is broccoli. Broccoli has lutein and sulforaphane. I'm going to talk about broccoli in another video. And broccoli does contain magnesium, phosphorus, and zinc. By the way, zinc has been shown in the recent pandemic to actually have effect on the virus that is causing the problem at the moment. So it's not a bad idea to eat foods that will supply you with natural zinc. Next is Brussels sprouts. Brussels sprouts is one food that a lot of people tend to hate, but they're a powerhouse of vitamin C. Indeed, half a cup of Brussels sprouts will provide 80% of your vitamin C requirement for the day. Also, Brussels sprouts contain vitamins A, K, and B6. Plus, Brussels sprouts got manganese, copper, and potassium. Next food is pumpkin seeds, and that's because pumpkin seeds contain manganese, zinc, copper, phosphorus, and magnesium. Plus, you also get a good chunk of vitamin K by eating pumpkin seeds. So pumpkin seeds are a good food to provide support for your immune system. Next food is salmon. Now, salmon's got astaxanthin, and that's what gives it that peculiar pink color. Salmon will also provide you with vitamin E and calcium. And of course, salmon is an excellent source of protein. And like I said, you need protein for your immune system to be in tip-top shape. Next food to provide support for your immune system is beans. Now, I'm talking about beans in general. What you see there is red kidney beans in that picture. Now, beans are good for your immune system because they are antioxidant-rich foods. And beans also contain a huge array of the B vitamins. And of course, when I'm talking about beans, I'm referring to foods like chickpeas, black beans, black-eyed peas, etc. Beans are also a powerhouse of protein. Next food to provide support for your immune system is sweet potatoes. Of course, sweet potatoes, main ingredient is beta-carotene. And sweet potatoes also contain vitamin B6, vitamin C, magnesium, as well as calcium. So that's another food to consider if you want to provide support for your immune system. And the next food to provide support for your immune system is eggs. Now, eggs tend to get a bad rap because of their cholesterol content, but eggs are actually a good food that will provide support for your immune system. And that's because eggs contain vitamins A, D, B6, zinc, and selenium. And like I said before, in recent times, zinc has actually been shown to prevent viral replication of certain viruses, in particular the one that is causing the current pandemic. So eggs are one food you need to consider. Plus, they're a rich source of protein. The egg white is essentially protein. Now, the next food, I thought I'll do something wholesome. I include something wholesome, and that is chicken soup. And scientifically, chicken soup has actually been shown to contain carnosine and anserine, which are anti-inflammatory agents. And that's the reason chicken soup works. And that's the reason your grandmother actually told you about chicken soup. So your grandmother knows better. But for the chicken soup to work, it needs to contain nice ingredients. So you need a variety of ingredients to make it effective. And a typical chicken soup recipe will include chicken, onions, sweet potatoes, parsnips, turnips, carrots, celery, parsley, salt, and pepper. Very easy to make. So this is one to consider. So let me just say a word or two about why protein is important when you're trying to boost your immune system. Your defense mechanism, and by that I'm referring to antibodies, immune system mediators like cytokines, interleukins, lymphokines, they are actually made up of proteins. Now, when a cell is attacked by a pathogen, and by pathogen I'm referring to things like viruses, bacteria, fungi, that cell has to mount up a defense mechanism. And these are the defense mechanisms that cell needs, the antibodies, the immune system mediators. And as it happens, those defense system molecules are actually proteinaceous molecules, which is why if you want to provide support for your immune system, if you want to boost your immune system, if you want to help your immune system, then your diet has to be protein rich. Because if your diet is protein deficient, then your immune system is actually weakened right from the outset. And you want to avoid that. If you want your immune system to be a fortress, then your diet needs to contain a good amount of protein, at least in these times.
So, as you can see there, using food to support your immune system is all about eating varieties of real foods. It's not about religiosity around food. The most important thing is to eat nutrient-dense foods, because you then get varieties of nutrients that will support your immune system. That is all that matters. Now, if you enjoyed this video, as usual, please give it a thumbs up. Please like the video. Please share this video with anybody whom you think would benefit from watching this video. And if you have any questions, any comments, please leave them down below. On your screen now, there should be two videos. Please click to watch any of those two videos. They're all about providing you with 2020 ideas that will enable you to take control of your health. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do subscribe. I think that's about it. Until next time, well, this is Dr. Joe signing out.